Come have some fun and watch some games. Time to get crazy. It's night and day. Yeah. Night and Day, and Clive, and Sid, and Torgal, back again in the world of Final Fantasy XVI. And here we go, going to the city of Lostwing, which is appropriately named because it's built inside a fallen airship. The fallen done lost their wings, baby.
No sign of the Royalists.
Or anyone else for that matter. It's too bloody quiet. Even for this hour.
What do we do now?
First we look for my scouts. You start here, I'll circle round the back.
How do I let you know if I find him?
Good question. Shout?
Subtle.
Clive points out an obvious hole in the plan.
I don't even know what he looks like.
That's true. He didn't even tell us his name. So we're getting a little bit of a hint here of why Blackthorn said, you know, don't always just go with
everything. The village can't be
everything.
completely abandoned, can it?
Don't always go with everything Sid says. Alright, so do they show you? Like, the game has a lot more of an exciting feel to it if you don't know what the heck to do in this instance, because
That sounds like a child.
it does. Okay, we think that's the child over here. It has, if you don't know exactly where you're supposed to be going, then yeah, okay, good. Alright, so this marker just shows that, whoa there, calm down, zoom speed. So we've got the aura around the marker for this quest, so it isn't showing us exactly where we have to look. So that's exactly what I was talking about. Great. So it's one of these quests where you just have to search the area, which does make it a lot more exciting.
It's all right. I'm not one of them. My friend and I, we're with the Imperial Army, and we've come to help. Do you know where your parents are?
In the church.
Then I'm going to find them and make sure they're safe. Can you stay hidden here until then? To the church, then.
Can you not cry and stay here? Because it's important.
The bad men took everyone to the church and
Damn, from that reaction.
Please help my mommy.
From that reaction, the bad men might not have been doing anything kind to the people in the church. There are some treasures that we can get around Lostwing. Oh, hey, rats. But we're going to more fully explore the city when there's not an emergency going on. But yeah, this is better. Okay. I was thinking this was one of the points of the game where the waypoints take you exactly where you would need to go, which I am not a fan of that. So I believe that's the church up there. There may be more that we can find down before we go to the church. That's Sid already? That is indeed Sid. I don't remember if there were any other kids who were hiding or whatnot. But yeah, Sid's plans, not all of them are very well thought out plans. He means it really well. But even though he's saying he's not looking to start a war, it's like he's basically looking to end slavery forcefully. So that could very well end up in war. Are there any other? I thought there was another person you could find who was distraught or whatnot. Alright, but he is right here, so we're going to talk to him.
The church, I know. I'm one step ahead of you. You go in through the front, I'll take the rear. Anyone stands in our way, the other can stab him in the back.
The voice actor for Sid is so damn cool. Sid in this game in general is pretty damn awesome. So Sid already learned about the church somehow.
No, they can't have left the village.
There's a treasure there, we'll get that later. This game looks fantastic. So now we will head on up to the church.
Damn it. No one here.
Okay, that's fine. Good enough. Alright, so Sid's plan is clean enough. Sid knows a back way into the church. We don't, so it's good for us to go right through the front. The goddess Grieger is the god that people worship in this game, in their civilization. I don't know if the Waluders worship her also, but the people on the continent of Storm, I think, worship Grieger. Some people are oof, treated in a bad way here.
This man's gonna die if we don't get into a healer.
Enough of your barking, dog!
About time.
And that is Sid's scout.
Stand back.
Who the hell are you?
Clive!
No, I'm Clive. You're Sid.
Thought you weren't coming.
You still alive, Gav?
Barely. Been doing what I can for the villagers, but...
I thought you were joking.
It's all right. He's with me. Is this everyone?
No, there were others. A pair of royalists came for the bearers just before you arrived.
Was a dominant among them?
Maybe. It's not like he was holding a sign.
But was he doing magic? I guess all the bearers can use magic, so it's not quite that simple.
I'll give you one guess where he's going. Clive, after him.
And we're gonna rush, but we're not gonna sprint. We're just gonna rush after this guy. It does make sense to not sprint on stairs. You can only run so fast. But that guy is already long gone, and we cannot catch him before he gets to his destination. Clive won't use his freaking Phoenix shifting abilities except when he feels like it.
Any word from the scouts?
Not yet, my lady, but we have the Dominant's companion. It's only a matter of time before we seize our quarry.
Very good. And what of the others?
The bearers have been taken to Caer Novent.
Some may still be worth keeping should the Dominant elude us.
All is in hand, my lady. They will not be spoiled. I give you my word. Gentlemen,
Looters.
a toast! Will you join me? My thanks.
They have
Our
cooler armor
Lady
than
of
we
the
do.
Wind and the King!
So yeah, Benedikta is dominant of wind, if you couldn't tell before from the magic she was using.
Imperials drink this piss?
Well, it would go some way to explain their breath.
Ah ha ha ha, nationalism.
Lady Benedikta! Imperials!
They suck and we're the best.
And instead of killing them, you lead the rats straight to us.
Mercy!
Benedikta, not very kind, even to her own. It made sense that she killed their traitor.
Look what we have here, boys. An Imperial bearer. Good. I was getting bored. Boo.
Benedikta can summon creatures.
Where did...
Sort of harpy-esque creatures.
Dance, Chirada!
What is that thing? If this means what I think it does, Sid has some explaining to do.
I'm not sure what Clyde thinks it means in that comment, but I'm also not sure why Benedikta is saying that if she's bored, she's just gonna send this thing on us. Aww. Because if she were bored, I would think she would want to battle herself, or join the battle herself rather than send a crazy creature. Man, I think it's because these earlier monsters rear up earlier than they actually attack that I'm having the problems that I am, but it could just be because I suck. Yeah, it's like later in the game you have some monsters that are similar to these, but they actually have a little bit faster timing between their rear up animation and when they actually attack.
My wounds, boy!
Did I just totally miss? Yeah, I think so.
Give them all you've got, boy!
But I'm definitely not doing well versus... Boop. Here, have super cheap magic.
You better be on your way, Sid.
Not doing very well versus these monsters, whatever the reason.
Over here. Don't let them get away.
Don't let them get away, buddy. Don't let them get away. Oh god, that's not the right button.
Not this time.
There, boy!
Alright, she's out. Yeah, she's not a very difficult monster. And there we go. $600, a bunch of stuffs. Ooh, Cleric's Medallion. Increases healing potency of potions by 20%. And when it says potions, I'm pretty sure it means potions and not high potions. I really like items like that, because in a game where you only have a certain number of consumables, a maximum
You've got
amount,
some fight in you, even
increasing
for a
them
branded.
is helpful. Ah, so maybe that still wasn't boring for her because she made us dance. She wanted to just watch the whole thing.
Look who's here to save the day. Is this how you recruit all of your charges?
Don't recall you complaining, Benedikta.
Yep, they know each other.
So, Sidolphus, remind me, why was it that you betrayed your kingdom? I asked you a question, Lord Commander.
Why? Because I'd had enough of you and your king's antics.
And yet here you are, stealing my branded. What are you plotting?
As if I'd tell you.
Holding swords at each other really is kind of
Lady
meaningless
Benedikta,
since they both are
we have
dominants.
secured the dominant.
Thank you, faceless soldier man.
Always something, isn't there?
Ninja vanish! Yeah, so Sid and Benedikta have history, and Sid used to be
And she's gone.
with Waloed. He betrayed them to start his own revolution. I don't know about revolution since he says he doesn't want war, but to start doing his own thing. Start becoming a freedom fighter and
Did she
fight
say
literally
where she
for
was
freedom.
going?
No.
Then we head back to Lostwing. One of the villagers may have heard something.
But we can't just...
Which is why I sent Gav. The man has a nose for these things. Trust me.
He also has eyes, ears, and legs for these things, so that he can follow her, see her, and come back to us. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Sid just wanted a drink.
So, it wasn't about bearers at all. They were looking for a dominant.
That's right. Thought we were hiding the bastard. Like any of us would keep a monster like that under our roof. Oh, no offence.
When no one talked, they started
know that
rounding
Sid
up
is a
everyone
dominant,
with
huh?
a brand. And then everyone without one and all.
And locked you in the cellar, hoping sooner or later someone would break. You know, things might have been different if you'd accepted my invitation.
Oh, don't remind us. We were all saying the same thing.
This is our home, innit? Don't mean we won't out when we can, though.
And that, I'll drink to.
Is this allowed to be your home, though? They don't want to join Sid because he's... No. Oh no, not the bard.
Whose tamed worms 1,000 and slain the tenfold. 100 full legions the young dragoon led, and watched as 1,000,000 foes turned tail and fled.
This is a different bard, though. This is a spoony bard that lives in Lostwing. Ours didn't travel all the way down here. They're both called spoony bard, though.
Revenge won't bring him back. It won't.
13 years ago, I watched a dominant kill my brother right in front of me. And I did nothing. But now I can. I can kill the son of a bitch and bring peace to my brother's soul. After that, whatever happens, happens.
Fate. You're content to be its slave, then?
If it'll help him avenge his brother, that's what he's looking to do, Sid. He's not trying to bring Joshua back. Bring peace to his brother's soul. So... But yeah, this isn't one of those games where they're like having...
His radiance would have us
stories in general.
believe the Imperial host invincible. Yet here we find the Empire's cornerstone teetering on the backs of a handful of cowards and cutthroats. Well, Bahamut may lead 100 full legions. Could it be that the young prince defends a house of cards ready to topple at the slightest breeze? Tell me something. Why do you not resist? Within you lies the power to slay gods. The phoenix perished in your flames. Yet you do not fight. You do not flee. You refuse your gift.
She believes this is the Dominant of Fire who killed Phoenix.
Perhaps you are distracted.
Sid was right that they did find another Dominant of Fire, even though Gav wasn't so sure. Gav is the name of Sid's scout, as we learned.
My offer still stands. Join us and you will be treated with the respect one of our kind deserves.
Oh, man. That's got the Dominant.
Lord Margrace, don't!
I did not remember she stabbed her through.
I'll give you a moment to consider your options. Do be gentle with them.
So Benedikta is trying to sway this Dominant to her cause, to have him join Waloed. As you saw in the beginning cutscenes with Shiva versus Titan, wars are won off the back of the Dominants more than the soldiers and armies.
Wake up. Gav's back.
Canovant.
One of the Empire's outlying strongholds, though apparently not strong enough to keep out the Royalists. The captured bearers are inside. I'm sure of it.
If Benedikta's orders are to stay in the shadows, she won't be traveling with many men. Meaning, she'll be keeping her prisoners together and close by.
Including the dominant.
So, we find a way into the fortress and conjure a bit of chaos.
What about me?
Excellent question, Gav. You will wait outside the care and guide those I free to safety.
And miss all the fun. Why can't he do that?
Clive doesn't have your nose. He'd stumble off a cliff before he even found the men. Come on, Gav. You're the best man for the job.
Well, when you put it that way. Suppose I'd better scout ahead for any surprises. Don't you let him down.
This is like, look how well I handled that. Gives Clive a wink.
All right. Shall we?
Not so fast. We wait until tomorrow.
And why did you wake up Clive tonight?
He's right there.
And if we leave now, we'll arrive just as the sun comes up. Maybe join the guards in breaking their fast. Come on, Clive. They only just took the place. They'll be there a while yet. We've got one chance at this. You don't want to waste it, do you?
No.
Interestingly enough, so this time Sid is the one advising caution and going in with a better plan. That's not usually his MO. So now we get to explore Lostwing a bit. When it's not an emergency, so we can get the treasures and such not. New items will be available at the hideaway where you are not right now. You can buy new stuff from the shop where you are not right now, and at the blacksmith.
Settled. There's someone I want you to meet.
At this hour?
He's the owner of the tavern, and our best hope of getting a decent night's kip.
Kip you, Mother Kipper. So, maybe this isn't the time to explore. Well, anyway, good boy, Torgal.
After it!
I don't know how we ended up with dog treats, but, you know. Maybe they're like pieces of defeated enemies. So, I don't remember if they ask us to do side quests immediately or what the deal is here. But yeah, Benedikta is convinced that that person is a dominant of fire. She's trying to bring him to her cause, and in order to manipulate him to do so, she's stabbing his friend there. Quest destination nearby. Oh, let's talk to the kid, though. Did you find your mom and dad?
You're the kind man who saved Mummy. Thank you.
You are freaking welcome. Anytime. Helping your babies is good. Oh, hello, merchanty doodly doo.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine.
Yeah. So, oh, getting the next upgraded sword is actually worse for us because it would have been better than the original broadsword that we bought that had 80 attack, but it's way worse than the broadsword plus 2. Oh no, it's only a tad bit worse than the broadsword plus 2. Wolfskin sash is just so slightly worse than our upgraded belt. Sometimes it is better to buy the basics because then you can upgrade the basics at the blacksmiths. This one is actually better than what we have. Meteorite. Oh yeah, you can just buy the meteorites in Valley Matter, the green items, the uncommon items. And as I mentioned before, the orchestrion soundtracks are for some reason incredibly expensive. Alright, so we're gonna, as usual, sell 2 potions. Boop.
Could never have too many.
In freaking deed. And I guess we will buy the Traveler's Bands for 5 extra defense.
I hope it's to your liking.
Thank you.
Good day.
Good day, little merchant diddly-dee. We'll just make a quick save. Beeping and booping. Both of those things. I don't remember if talking to this guy, like, instantly moves us along or what.
Quentin, my good man. It seems we'll be spending the night.
I thought as much. Where do you find that one?
What, him? You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
It is kind of hard to
Quentin
believe.
here is an old friend, one who is sympathetic to our cause.
Sympathetic? And he knows about your little sanctuary.
He'd better, or else you just spilled
I would
the beans.
never have guessed so many people were bent on setting us free. When last I checked, the mere thought would earn you a trip to the gallows.
I am well aware of the risks, as I am of the rewards.
And what could be more rewarding than your very own dominant of fire?
A dominant? Here? Now that I would like to see.
And Sid's right here.
You haven't.
No, but nothing passes unnoticed in Lostwing. Take your brand, for example.
He was here. If you didn't notice him, he passed unnoticed. Benedikta was right. He was here. She found him.
People will see that at once.
True.
And I need hardly tell you how they will greet the inquiries of a bearer. You are afraid your words will fall on deaf ears.
I wasn't, but I am now.
As they have ever since the moment you were marked.
I don't think Clive necessarily cares.
Happily, I can provide a solution to your dilemma. As a favor to Sid, that is.
Dilemma. Diorama. Dalai Lama.
Take this. You will find it has the uncanny power to loosen tongues.
It's an X-Man. The Hanged Man. Yeah, various...
May the mothers guide you.
And the fathers, not them, though. I mean, my mother guided me and
This
I
might
became
be
a
Imperial land,
slave.
but here in Lostwing, it's his word that's law.
But how?
You don't need to worry about that just yet. Trust me. Everyone in Lostwing knows what that seal means, and what it means if they don't take note. Now we can sit here counting our blessings, or put them to good use and find that dominance. Your choice.
Let's see if this thing really works.
Okay. So, for some reason now we're looking to find information on the Dominant of Fire. I guess Clive wasn't really sure. We saw the Dominant of Fire is a real thing, but only in the cutscene with Benedikta. Clive himself hasn't seen the Dominant of Fire yet, and Gav wasn't sure. So yeah, the people of Lostwing are off and about doing their thing, and yeah, lots of people in these games have a specific seal where it shows that you're with X organization. And if you show the people that seal... Oh, that's Quentin again. We'll talk to him in a minute. Actually, we can talk to him now.
The Hanged Man is always watching. As if he had aught better to do.
I mean, trying to free himself, I would assume, would be a hell of a lot better than resigning himself to the fate of being hanged. Hello, did you see a Dominant of Fire?
That a hanged man, I see. Master Quentin must think you're important.
Yeah, so now that we have the
It was a good thing
sigil...
you done today, getting rid of those bastards. If you hadn't come when you did, I'd be on my way to Ash by now, along with the others. Poor buggers.
Ash is the name
These
of the
others,
other continent where
was there a
Waluders
dominant
are
among them?
from.
A dominant of fire?
Might have been, yeah. Royalists seem to think there was, anyhow. A thin bloke all swallowed up in his robes like one of Great Grieger's churchmen.
Do you recall anything else about him?
Self-hug.
Only that he weren't alone. Was a young maid who went wherever he did, including the church. And wherever the Royalists dragged them both off to before you got here.
I see. Thank you.
Alright.
I'll tell you one thing for nothing. That girl with the hooded bloke weren't his missus. More like his pet blimmin' curl. Ready to pounce.
Ah, so that's pretty interesting. So very observant of this person. So the person who was with the Dominant of Fire was a protector or a guardian rather than a helpless wife or just a loving, caring wife. So, yes, in any case, the person who Benedikta said was the Dominant of Fire was seen and noticed by her, and we'll see if also by the other person. We have to talk to another villager before we're done with this quest. But yeah, she was seen.
Bloody cowards! Setting upon us after dark! I'd like to see them try again when the sun's high.
Yeah, I'm sure, okay. Okay, 84-year-old woman, I'm sure you're going to take them out when the sun comes up. They're armored soldiers with swords and chainmail, and you're going to take care of those guys all right. Yeah, a little bit of crafting material in a box. Pretty underwhelming. But once in a while, you do get treasures that are good. So it's still worth exploring, but I think they should have set it so that all of the treasures are good. So that you have the little blue glowing things that are minor pickups, but then you also have treasures that are higher quality. And the treasure boxes that you find, if they were always higher quality, would be more exciting to find them. I think there's a treasure at the top of this little wooden scaffolding area. Little balcony, little nice view out of the inn. Nice little, not too much to see there, but it's still a nice addition. So yeah, the person that Benedikta had was in Ro'ogad. Yeah, Torgal doesn't have a climbing animation, but he is suddenly always with you at the top of ladders and things. Except when you kick him off like I just did by accident. Sorry, Torgal. But he's back. He's totally fine. He's magical. He can teleport. He can use fast travel. Ah, here it is. Boom. Blue treasure, rare treasure, orchestrion roll, which is basically equivalent to like 40,000 gil of a drop that we just saw. Kind of a surprise. So yeah, the Dominant Fire that Benedikta had, she said the Phoenix died in his flames, so she is convinced this guy is the Dominant Fire, who we're looking for, which is great. We just have to get confirmation from these villagers. And he is like a strange robed person, just like the person Clive saw that night when everything was going crazy, and he, in the past flashback where Joshua first became the Phoenix, and then Clive wanted to rush over to help him, but he had this sudden, crazy, crushing headache. It was completely debilitating, incapacitating. He dropped into his knees, and he couldn't move, and then he looked up and he saw...
Bloody cowards! Set upon us after dark!
He didn't see Feisty Grammar, or Gammer. Feisty Gammer. Is that like Feisty Grandma? Is Gammer a different way to say Grandma? Anyway, Clive saw this hooded guy who looked just like that Dominant Fire, who Benedikta has, so it could be we're miraculously on the right trail, which is extremely lucky for Clive, because he just got his sense of freedom, just said to the person who freed him that he was interested in finding this Dominant Fire, and Sid was like, yeah, I think we might know where this guy is. That could have taken years of searching high and low. You wouldn't think so because dominants are well known when they appear, but if this one is kind of keeping things under wraps, he's not even using fire powers when his assistant is getting stabbed, and we don't know what's going on regarding that so far. But in any case, it could have taken Clive literal years to find, and he got this thread about there being a Dominant Fire right away. And Benedikta has this person.
We'll need every chocobo in the valley to clear this.
Every chocobo in the valley, or this one guy? Are you just looking with a light? Is that what you're using the magic for? Because it doesn't look like you're actively clearing away the debris. We leave and he's like, Blizzard 4! It's cleared away in an instant. So, yeah, we are taking a little bit of time to look
Honored
around
visitor,
Lostwing.
might I ask that you pray with us for the deliverance of our brothers and sisters from evil?
You might ask that, but instead I'm going to actually work to try and deliver your brothers and sisters from evil, okay? So, you pray, and I'll try to answer that prayer. The Hymns of Grieger. And thus did Grieger summon together her 270 spirits of light, and tell them of the holy heralds she would send to the world below, where there was much strife and suffering, for which she wept. Rejoice, she said, for my heralds who are part of me, and who are me, shall be as bread unto the starving, and as water unto the thirsty, and shall bring light where there is only darkness. So, interesting scripture. Hello, and that is a statue of Grieger, the goddess Grieger. Oh, I didn't remember they had, like, she had a pet dragon or some dragon-type sculpting into that. Alright, so... Whoa, okay. I don't think there's fall damage in this game anyway, I don't remember, but I was attempting to use that ladder, and then it didn't get used. What we got down here? Mysteries of vitification. While some winemakers will remove the skins of the grapes after pressing, leaving both skins and seeds in the juice to commingle, creates a must that is better suited for extended aging, ultimately resulting in a more refined wine. Then, once the wine calms and settles sufficiently, the skins are removed, and the must is then transferred to the wooden barrels of oak or chestnut, which, by allowing air to leach into the wine, impart deepened levels of complexity, introducing rich aromas and improving textures, all while lessening bitterness. Hem 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 hem. Yeah, okay, great. Oh, hello. Almost missed this side room here. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Okay, I can't interact with you at all. Torgo wants me to pet him. Well, Torgo can always be pet, so we just pet Torgo. We will pet him again later. We have not pet Torgo for the last time. This was the bottom entrance that Sid used to get into the church. Down here. I think it's closed off, the path that we just took to get to Benedikta and chase her down, or chase that one guy down. Hello?
Nothing down here but dust and cobwebs. Unless you're here to help me get rid of them.
Nope, I am not down here either. So enjoy the dust and cobwebs. Are you... What are these giant barrels? These giant wine barrels, are those not down here? Or is that your way of implying it's off limits? The only thing available is dust and cobwebs. Dust and beaver!
And that's all you can remember. Think hard.
I already told you. He was gone before any of us could get a good look under that hood of his.
So, various people in Lostwing, various sightings. That's cool, they show Sid actually talking to people about... Oh, hello, doggy. Wasn't sure what that was for a minute there. He's just a sleepy, resty doggy. Hey, we found a treasure. Bam! Kick it. Give it a kick. See, that sort of treasure, it would be better if it weren't even here. 5 bloody hides is just garbage. We look at our inventory. Items. Where's our craftable items? Here it is. Sorted up, baby. So, bloody hides. We have 30 of them. Was it great to get 5 in a treasure box? No! No, it was not. If it was 5 gill bugs, maybe? But, yeah, just why? You don't want to see gray level crafting materials, common crafting materials in a treasure box at the end of, like, just don't have it. You know, you don't need to have it, so don't have it. Have the treasures mean something or don't have them at all. Everybody's using magic crystals. The non-bearer characters are using magic crystals to... I guess they're all just using them as lights. take stock of whatever in case the looters stole some
Master
stuff?
Quinton has asked that we work through the night to undo the chaos the Royalists wreaked. But I fear dawn will have long since broken before the true damage is mended.
It is weird that... Well, they think nothing of using magic, so...
Mind your step. The Royalists didn't do us the courtesy of tidying up when they left.
They're not really thinking that they're wasting magic by not waiting until morning. You would think they would... Maybe Quentin wanted them to do that because it's more helpful than to let them try to have a... It's more helpful for them to do that than to have a... to try to get to rest because everybody is super on edge.
What a mess.
So they might as well get working on this to burn off the nervous energy from having them literally kidnapped and their lives at risk.
What would the King Waloed want with our tiny village anyway?
Surely they have bearers enough of their own back in Ash.
Back in Ash? Surely they do. Back in Ash.
Oh, good. You're the second person we need to talk to.
Ah, Master Quinton took a liking to you, I see. And there I was, thinking you were in bed with Sid. Wonder what Gav will have to say about this. Speaking of whom, if you see him, tell him thanks for looking after us. Now, what can I help you with?
I'm searching for a dominant of fire. Gav seems to think he might have taken refuge here.
We see a lot of bearers around these parts. But I do seem to recall one who commanded the flame. Now, whether or not that makes him a dominant, I can't say. But the Waluders certainly took a keen interest in the poor sod.
Did you get a look at him?
Didn't have a chance. One of the other bearers might have, though.
Thank you.
Oh, that's good.
I wonder if Sid's found anything.
Alright, so we finished that.
Bearers attuned to the element of fire are handy on the battlefield, as I'm sure you know. I expect that's why the Royalists wanted your man in particular.
You would think almost any bearer would be helpful on the battlefield, regardless of element. But, yeah, so they give you the sigil if you befriend a certain person or organization in this game. They give you their protected sigil, and then that lets everybody around them know that you are trustworthy, which is a cool idea, but it's a little bit weird in that, in this case, we just saved all these people, so them saying that no one here would listen to Clive because he is a bearer, no one would listen to him without the sigil, doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't work at all. Like, there are definite parts of the game where that's true, but this wouldn't be one of them. He just saved everybody here, so they would be helping him regardless.
It'll take the better part of a day to move this.
The Waluders must have really wanted us to stay put.
So the Waluders barricaded the exits to the village so that they could be sure that their dominant was trapped inside. Now, why Benedikta is so confident that this dominant of fire is not going to freak out and go all crazy dominant on her, I'm not so sure. Okay. Alright, so I do believe we've explored the whole town of Lostwing. Alright, let's go ahead and put on our little cleric's medallion. I do like items like that. Some people don't. If you're extremely good at the game and you never get hit, then this is purely a waste of a slot for you. But as you've seen, I'm not. I can still get hit and smacked around. So, to me, I enjoy this kind of item, and I'm glad we got one. Make your few potions go that much further. So that's going to do it for this episode of Final Fantasy XVI. We got Sid waiting there in the background. He's waiting. We're going to talk to him next episode so that we can plan our infiltration of the Kyre and try and get the freaking Dominant of Fire so that Clive can get his revenge and avenge his brother Joshua. We'll see you guys next time.
That's enough.
That's enough plant. That's enough planting around.
Sick of Torgal.
Oh, Sid and I with the electric fire combo smash. That was pretty cool looking.